This video is gonna be portrait mode because fuck you. No, I'm kidding. There's an actual legitimate reason for this to be portrait mode. Brick game. So in this video, I will be taking a look at a couple of sort of apps that are meant to, I guess, emulate brick games. And I'll be talking about them. I'll be talking about how authentic to the source material they are. I'll be talking about how fun they are, how playable they are. And we're going to start off with this one, which is, I believe, by far the highest rated one. A little splash screen here. So we've got Valve Expert. Got a little ad down at the bottom. It's not super intrusive. I've got ad blocking turned off because we're going to be ranking them as part of that as well. So already we're off to a pretty good start. We got a little 19-1. We got John Brick Game down in the corner. Oh boy, I don't know what his name is, but he's on the brick games. He flaps his arms at you sometimes. Not really sure what else I can say about it. Let's get into it. Okay, so we have game A, which is, Tetris. Let's try it. This is basically just see what happens when we die. When we lose the game. Okay, and we get an
the
ad.
red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
Alright, shut up. There we go. Alright, menu. That's a pretty good way to insert ads, I'd say. Developers do have to make money. Game B is, shooty tank game. Okay, we've lost our sound. That's not good. Try turning it on and off. It's the car game from the brick game. Yeah, it does a pretty good job at emulating that as well. Here's an ad for pool game. I've never played pool, so I don't know if this is good or not. Snake. Slow game. The other game. The breakout game. The Frogger game. Game where you gotta match the blocks. Tetris again. More Tetris-y stuff. Oh, this is a relatively obscure game. I appreciate the inclusion of this one. And this one. And this one. I'm not sure if this is an actual brick game or not, or if it's its own thing. Not sure. We're back to A. So yeah, all in all, pretty good game, I'd say. Pretty good game. Pretty playable, aside from that little minor sound bug. Seems pretty accurate. Not being bombarded with ads every 2 seconds. Yeah, it's good. It's pretty good. Alright, next one. Box Machine Bry. Okay, so we're right in. We got this music. What happens when I die? First of all, the bricks are not dropping from the center like they should. It did sort of do that. Is this the start button? Can I reset? Okay. So this is... I can turn that off because that is probably copyrighted. Yeah, we're gonna quit the app anyways. pretty playable, pretty good. No ads everywhere, but not super accurate. So we are going to ignore this screen bug because this is just caused by the... We are going to ignore the screen bug because this is just caused by the version of iOS I'm using. The bricks are moving a bit too fluidly. Aside from that, it seems to look pretty good so far. Everything's moving a bit too fluidly, I'd say. But we'll see if that is just part of the menu, or if that trend continues once we get into a game. We'll try the car game. Okay, it isn't. I do like this beep sound effect because I recognize this beep. It's from pop stations. So that's bonus points for that. But it's not from brick games. I don't think so. Or if it is, it's not used in this fashion. Again, overall, pretty accurate, pretty playable. No ads everywhere. Not a super... Oh, it's emailing me about U.S. tax exemption. Turn this off. Or on, or whatever. Again, this weird screen thing is just a bug with the version of iOS I'm using. It has nothing to do with the app. So, we're not going to be counting that. Brick game. Brick. They ain't wrong, it is a brick. Right. Can I change? Right. Options. Your speed 1. I got skins. Oh, I can change its cool gradient. There we go. Classic blue. Right, start. Oh no, I've paused. It was paused before. See what happens when we die. And then we get an ad for a different Tetris game. On death. No, shut up. So, I mean, it's fine. We got a clock. That's pretty cool. It's a brick game. It's not, yeah, I wouldn't say it is super crazy accurate, but it's fairly playable and fairly fun. There don't seem to be any obvious bugs. Turning to classic bricks. Immediate ad. So not off to a great start. We'll get rid of that. Tap direction buttons to select. Tap start to play. We can change our speed, our levels. All that. Seems to be sort of based on the same general app. So, right off the bat, we have fucky Tetris pieces. These would generally only appear in a specific mode, but I do appreciate on very specific consoles. But I do appreciate that they are included. They also make the game kind of ridiculously easy. Wow, I done it. Right, let's see what happens when we die. Well, these weird pieces are making it awfully easy for us to do so. Takes us back.
If you want to know what you will look like when you grow up...
And we get another ad, and I do not care anymore. Fairly playable. Kinda accurate. Too many ads. Way too many ads. This one has to actually load something, so... Okay. Immediate ad. I like this little intro. an ad for a thing. Okay, so overall, pretty good. Nice little. I'd say it's less of an accurate emulation, more of its own little sort of take on the thing. Retro games. Real retro games. We'll see how. Well, I do like the inclusion of that weird theme. I don't know what's going on in the PCB. This is a very strange PCB on the inside. Definitely not that of a brick game. There would be significantly less in here if it was the PCB of a brick game. Still props for it, including the clear brick game sort of dealio. We got games up to H. We got A, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay. Is there a... Oh, we can change the skin. Okay, so we've got this one. I'm gonna look at all these. Sort of looks like a more of a classic brick game. Props for having to cycle through all of the levels, first of all. That's good. I like that. Props for accuracy there. The rest of these seem to have same sort of screen. Go with this one. Overall, looks pretty good so far. Let's start the game. Car game. Okay, I appreciate the ability to speed up this one. See what happens. We got.
Free word game, no annoying ads, no Wi-Fi needed.
Okay. Harder than I thought, apparently. Got an ad upon dying. Tap. I'm assuming the jingle was meant to play as this cleared the screen. We're back to what? 10 and 1. Pretty good. Pretty cool. I like this one. This one's pretty accurate, fairly accurate. Not too many ads. One little bug with the music, but nothing super crazy. Brick Best Classic. Or Brick Classic. Or I'm not signing into a Google account. I don't know what this is. See if we can change our level and our speed. We do have to cycle through all of them. Levels go up to 10, so do the speed. What happens when we reset? That is not what should happen when we reset. Found a bug already. Right, play. Up should drop the block. Or do nothing, depending on the specific model of brick game it's emulating. It does nothing. Again, oh, okay, I moved that after it fell. See what happens when we die, as is tradition. Okay, we go back to the home screen. Alright. Pretty good. Not super accurate. It's a half-decent Tetris game. Game's a game. Did they make brick games? I don't know. Maybe they did. It seems to imply that they did. Brick. They want me to buy Star Wars. Right, reset. This seems to be the same, like, template. I'm wondering if this is a template. I mean, it's not super accurate, not super crazy. It seems to just be the Tetris function. It seems to be a half-decent Tetris game, though. I'm going to see what happens when we die. Come on. Any day now. And we're just taken back to the title screen there. Half-decent Tetris game. Doesn't seem to have too many ads in it. Not super accurate, though. Block. Block. Okay, the brick game is definitely not capable of producing these sounds. We got several following ones. This seems to be based on the same thing as well. Alright, we're gonna see what happens when we die. Not super crazy accurate, not super ridiculous cool. Again, half-decent Tetris, but it's not really what we're looking for at this point, because all these have been half-decent Tetris. We're looking for sort of accurate and non-buggy ones. Brick game. Well, this is depressing. Alright, let's start it, I guess. Wait a second. Okay, we're not gonna do this one because this is just directly, basically, exactly the other game. This one gets the same. Okay, my ears hurt already, so it's definitely accurate. More scaling bugs, but that's iOS's fault and not the app's fault, so we're gonna ignore them. Screen doesn't look too brick gamey aside from this portion, the brick game portion. Right. A to I. A B C D E F G H I. Okay, so it's a half-decent game recreation, I'd say. Let's start Tetris. I'm changing the speed on the... There we go. Which one is start? Well, I've paused it now. There we go. Random blocks already, so that's good. We seem to have a bit of an issue. So overall, pretty accurate, but also very buggy. Brick game to... Oh no, what is this? I appreciate the use of actual buttons here. That's really about the only thing I can say about it, though. It's half-decent Tetris. Brick game -CR. Cool startup screen. Okay, this is specifically an emulation of the car race brick game thing. So, if it is a specific... Okay, so we're swiping to move it inside the side. So those are not... We swipe in the opposite direction we want to move it. Oh, but we only swipe in the opposite direction sometimes. Oh no, okay, in the direction we want to move it. Okay, let's try that again. Now that we know how the game functions. Okay, we should not be able to do that. You should be able to. You should just be there or not there. I also don't get what those are. These aren't accurately shaped brick game cars. None of these are accurately shaped brick game cars, actually. What happens when we lose? Game over. Okay, not super accurate. It's really just a car racing game. Brick Rush. New game. Buttons, I guess. Power up. Oh no, I have to, like, start. Here we go. Alright, what happens when we die? This is another one that seems to less be an accurate emulation, more a little interpretation. I think it's good. And we've died. Okay, so that was the brick game, Brick Rush. Pretty good, I guess. Pretty neat little interpretation out. This is what you get when you pester me for content.